What if you say something wrong and they laugh? What if your accent sounds weird? What if you forget a word right in the middle of a sentence and just freeze? If any of those thoughts have ever stopped you from speaking English, this episode is for you. Fear of speaking is one of the most common things English learners deal with, and it is also one of the most misunderstood because the fear is not really about English. It is about something much deeper. And once you understand what is actually going on, it becomes a lot easier to move past it. Let me start by naming what you are actually afraid of. It is not the language itself. You're not afraid of vocabulary or grammar. You are afraid of being judged. You are afraid of looking stupid in front of other people. You are afraid that one mistake will define how someone sees you. That fear has a name. It is called the fear of negative evaluation, and it is completely normal. Every human being on the planet has felt it at some point in some situation. It is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It is a sign that you are human. But here's the problem. That fear, left unchecked, becomes the single biggest thing standing between you and fluency. Not your grammar, not your vocabulary. Fear. So let me tell you the truth about what actually happens when you make a mistake in English. Most native speakers are not judging you. They're just trying to understand you. And when someone is trying to communicate in a language that is not their first, most people respond with patience and respect, not ridicule. Think about it from the other direction. If someone tried to speak your first language, even badly, how would you react? Would you laugh at them? Or would you feel impressed that they were trying? Almost everyone feels impressed because trying to communicate in a second language takes courage, and most people recognize that. The audience in your head, the one that is laughing and judging every mistake, is not real. It's your fear talking, and fear is a very convincing storyteller. Now, let me give you something practical. The first thing to understand is that confidence in speaking does not come before speaking. It comes from speaking. This is one of the most important things I want you to hear today. So many learners are waiting to feel confident before they try, but that is backwards. Confidence is built through action, not through preparation. Every time you speak and survive the experience, your brain updates its threat assessment. It says, okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought, and the next time is a little easier. You do not prepare yourself into confidence. You speak yourself into it. Here's the second thing. Reframe what a mistake means. Right now, when you make a mistake, your brain probably tells you something like, that was embarrassing, I should have known better, people think I'm not smart. But what if you told yourself something different? What if a mistake meant my brain is working, I'm pushing my limits, I'm doing exactly what learning looks like? Because that's actually true. Mistakes are not failures, they are the mechanism of learning. Every single fluent English speaker got there by making thousands of mistakes, every one, without exception. When you make a mistake and keep going, you are not failing at English, you are doing English exactly right. The third thing, start in low-stakes situations. You do not have to begin your speaking practice in front of a crowd. Start somewhere small and safe. Talk to yourself at home. Narrate what you are doing in English while you cook or clean. Record voice memos in English and listen back. Comment in English on YouTube videos. Join online English communities where the whole point is learning and nobody expects perfection. These low-stakes situations let you build speaking experience and confidence without the social pressure that triggers fear. And as your confidence grows in safe spaces, it naturally starts to carry over into higher-stakes situations too. The fourth thing, focus on connection, not perfection. The goal of speaking is not to produce perfect English. The goal is to connect with another person, to share an idea, to be understood. When you shift your focus from, am I saying this correctly, to, am I being understood, everything changes. You start to notice that even with imperfect English, you can communicate. You can make someone laugh. You can ask for what you need. You can share something that matters to you. And that experience of successfully connecting through English despite imperfection is one of the most powerful confidence builders there is. Nobody has ever remembered a conversation because the grammar was perfect. They remember it because of how it felt. The fifth thing, normalize the discomfort. Speaking a second language is uncomfortable. It's always going to feel a little vulnerable, at least for a while, and that's okay. You do not have to feel comfortable to speak. You just have to speak while uncomfortable. That's what courage actually looks like. Not the absence of fear, but action in spite of it. Every time you speak English, even when you feel scared, you are doing something genuinely brave. Give yourself credit for that, because it's not easy, and you're doing it anyway. Here's what I want you to take away from today. Your fear of speaking English is not a sign that you are not ready. It's a sign that you care, and caring is actually a really good starting point. The laughing audience in your head is not real. Confidence comes from speaking, not from waiting. Mistakes are proof that you are learning. Start small and build from there. Focus on connection over perfection, and keep going even when it feels uncomfortable. You are not behind, you are not broken. You are just someone who has not yet started using their voice enough. Start using it, and everything else will follow. That's it for today. If this episode helped you, share it with someone who keeps saying they're not ready to speak English yet. They need to hear this. And drop a comment below. What is the one thing that scares you most about speaking English? Be honest, because I promise you are not alone, and saying it out loud is already the first step. See you in the next one.